up, my little sugar buggers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode of Let's Play The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. In the last episode, Ben totally caught us all off guard with a super spontaneous proposal to Marlowe. Now, I know a lot of you guys are questioning his authenticity or even his motives at that, but let's not forget, homegirl over here is marrying for money. Well, not necessarily. Apparently, one of her far removed uncles had a proposition or an inheritance that was contingent on whether or not Marlowe was married. So she has T-minus 15 hours to complete the challenge, otherwise she will forfeit the cash. Now, luckily for her, she was able to convince Ben that life is short. Tomorrow isn't promised. Live for today. And so he has agreed for her to kind of pull together a small little ceremony. Nothing too crazy, nothing too big, just inviting our local family and friends. Well, mostly friends because we don't have family, but you get the you get the jig. So right now Marlowe is actually on the phone with Jade. She is going to go head on down to Windenburg so Jade can help her plan her wedding dress, her hair, and her makeup. And again, we have 15 hours to do this, so I'm a little nervous about the time. We're gonna go and really quick visit her. I did give Jade a little makeover because somebody was like seriously so freaking perplexed over her dress because it kind of like looked like, I don't know, like Versace or washed up hot dog. I really don't know. She is no longer wearing that ensemble, so we're gonna have Mar go ahead and get a little wedding makeover, and while we're at it, Ben is just going to whip up whatever he can in the meantime.
I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. We crossed them more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch, that your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe.
So Marlowe is still at Jade's getting her wedding makeover. Ben was able to find a tuxedo from Cletus Harris that he wore back when he married his wife about a good 20 years ago. Obviously, it needed a few repairs like a button and a little, hem stitched, but it will definitely do the job, and Ben looks quite ravishing in it. So our job is to create a tiny little wedding space that will be perfect for the occasion. I don't know how many people we're going to invite, but obviously I want to place enough chairs. I think the best place to probably put the wedding arch and everything else would be in this area here.
We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch, that your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe.
Marlowe just got back from Jade's and the wedding is already in full swing. I accidentally planned it for immediately instead of a little bit later, so Marlowe is in the mix of literally mixing her wedding cake because she didn't have time to prepare any sooner than now. So we have a bunch of people arriving on the scene. We did go for the gold event, which was 1,000 freaking simoleons, which has left us with a measly $1,741, which is literally nothing considering we had 5 grand not that long ago, and Mar really wants to finish the upgrades on the home. So anyway, Ben is practicing his speech right now. He is almost finished. Jade came in to maybe give him a few pointers. I feel like she has definitely helped out a lot with his wedding. Everyone should be here for the most part, and there is Ben in his tux, but I don't know if that was the one that Harris ended up getting or giving him. It might have been one that he had, like, just in case this one didn't work. Let me go and just double check really fast. Yeah, his is this one right here, and he even decided to switch up his hairdo, which I don't think we've seen Ben with a different hairstyle for like this entire freaking LP. So we need to speed it up, Buttercup. We've got about 9 hours and 20 minutes remaining on the clock, with a total of 14 hours on the moodlet. Now, the last time this thing just randomly disappeared, I don't want it to happen again. So I need Olive to just like stop for a quick little second. Okay, the cake is officially done. We went with the coconut cake, which I know if I could have chosen anything, it would have probably been like a nice 3-tier. But again, we had to bust out the cake box. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you get for like $1 at Walmart. Yeah, those are bomb. I don't know about you, but those are bomb. We're gonna add a little wedding cake topper, and I think what we need to do next is fill the fountain. So we're gonna fill it with some chocolate fondue, and then we're gonna serve food. Let's just do the $250 special. This does not look like chocolate. I'm sorry, I don't know what chocolate is. Red. I'm pretty positive I just saw Yasmin take a strawberry out, put it in the fountain, and oh, look at little Olive helping herself to some chocolate covered strawberries, and it's actually right here, which looks really cute. Anyways, okay, we need to get the show on the road. We need to hurry the freaking heck up. We have invited Cletus to the wedding because obviously he kind of saved the day with letting Ben borrow a tuxedo. Now, I think everything is pretty much in motion. I should probably start a nice little group. That way I have everybody exactly where I want them. I am a little bit worried about the fact that Knox isn't here. I invited him, but it seems like he hasn't arrived, which definitely, okay, is picking Ben's brain a little bit, but this is his wedding day. Even though it isn't perfect, it isn't like, you know, something straight out of a fairy tale, it is his wedding day, and he's not gonna let it be ruined by something like that. Okay, so everybody's made it to the altar, and I am so glad that I went with this particular arch versus the more traditional one. I don't know why 6 years later we don't actually have more options in this. It's kind of embarrassing since wedding is a huge, like, monumental moment in the life of a sim. Also, it doesn't really happen very much on my channel. Side note, Ben is getting a little cold feet even though he sees Marlowe, and she is looking absolutely ravishing. Okay, stunning, gorgeous, beautiful as ever. Her dress is literally as white as the snow. He is getting, well, a little cold feet. He wants to go and use the bathroom, but we're gonna have him, and he doesn't even need to go that bad. I love when he gets in like kind of awkward, uncomfortable situation. He beelines it for the golden throne. Also, side note, not really sure why Blossom is smelling like freaking onion rings right now, but we're gonna go ahead and ignore it by getting married to Marlowe Tumwater, which means, you guys, her last name will officially become Daley, which I find so freaking exciting. Marlowe definitely has to go too, but we're gonna have them both kind of hold it, and I love how he is like stroking her chin, gazing into her eyes. We have the trash can in the background. Everything isn't going peachy or picture perfect, but it is still a very beautiful moment nonetheless.
The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby, I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for
finally, you guys, guys, the deed is done, and to be honest with you, Marlowe and Ben feel closer than ever. For the moment, everything is fine, and Ben has forgotten that Knox didn't even show up to the ceremony. Also, I want you guys to direct your eyes to our bank account. We have 26,000 simoleons in the bank when just a moment ago we only had 1,700 to our name. During the ceremony, we ended up receiving a deposit, and it says, "You've satisfied the conditions to get the inheritance money. You'll get a deposit soon. Congratulations." And it was like almost immediately. So many of you guys were telling me that the amount wasn't even worth it. I don't know if our uncle was just rich and yours was poor, but $25,000 was well worth the risk. Obviously, Marlowe's not going to tell Ben where he got this money from or where she got this money from. She's just super duper excited that she can finally renovate their house to her liking. Anyways, what we need to do next is go and cut the wedding cake. So we are going to go and do that really quick. There is a bunch of food out. We have also drinks going. Ironically enough, I noticed that Caleb isn't like making any to like leave out and serve, which is kind of weird. Marlowe does need to go to the bathroom. She's been holding it since the actual vow exchange, but I'm gonna have her just wait a moment longer. I think Ben is also coming to cut the cake. No, he was gonna go talk to a plant, but instead he's gonna go and celebrate with Marlowe, which I think is seriously so cute. Love that. I don't know if they're gonna. Oh yeah, they are. Oh gosh, she's gonna feed him. Oh, so freaking Jade. Oh my God, she's like right in the freaking way. Hopefully she'll move. Oh, but that was really sweet. I love that when it happens. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's always a good time. All right, so Ben does need to go to the bathroom, but of course he probably needs to grab a stiff one. It says hire mixologist. Okay, I was like totally like getting anxious there, but we're gonna order drinks for the group. We're gonna order EAPAs for everybody. We do have a few extra simoleons, but of course he doesn't know or like see that, so we're not going to worry about it too much. I'm not sure what Olive thinks she's doing. She isn't able to actually grab one of these, but everyone's going to grab a little cocktail. Ben does need to use the restroom, so I'll let him do that. We're just going to kind of hang out and enjoy our night together. I think it's really cool to see all of the friends that we have made along the way, and also look at Marlowe's spread. She literally has an EAPA in one hand and a wedding cake slice in another. Like seriously, this is major wedding vibes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we also need to thank guests for coming, and we need to have some drinks. I'm wondering if maybe we can do like a little toast with somebody, but we can definitely thank Blossom for coming. A part of Ben kind of wants to know where Knox is. Like this might be sort of uncomfortable, but he's gonna ask anyway, just because he was supposed to come. He called him, he let him know. He was like congratulating us for finally, you know, popping the big question. But for him not to show up, it's kind of bizarre. Blossom isn't sure what happened, honestly. She said that he was planning on coming, and she is actually kind of concerned that he never actually showed up. She said that she'll give him a call and see what's going on, but she's sure it's nothing. Maybe he got like tied up with work, or you know, she does know the situation very vaguely, so she's just thinking her son probably just couldn't do it, couldn't bring himself to like watch the person that he cares about get married, so he decided not to come. But she's just playing it off as like, you know, something casual, something chill, nothing to get too excited about. So anyway, I think Marlowe is talking to, or no, she was talking to Jade, and Yasmin. I think Tina did show up, but I'm not 100% sure if she ever actually did. Marlowe is literally about to pee herself, and I think Dominic is going home, so I'm gonna try to go to the bathroom, but of course Ben just broke the freaking toilet, so he's not gonna even repair it. We are gonna replace it because, you know, we got it like that, and we're gonna go and use the bathroom really quick. Why does she have the prompt to take a pregnancy test? That's a little scary. Why? Like, did they woohoo in the last part? Actually, I think they did. And I do have risky woohoo in, but I wasn't planning any pregnancy, so I'm a little worried to see what's happening. All right, so Ben was supposed to use the bathroom, but instead he broke the toilet. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like, you know, amp that up for him. It is getting a little late, so what I'm thinking is that we'll probably end the wedding ceremony now. Nobody ate the food, so all of this has got to go in the refrigerator because, of course, Marlowe isn't about to spoil all that. We've got like sausage links, we got almond macaroons, we also got some vegetable tempura, and then, of course, our wedding cake. So we're gonna go and end the event, and I'm pretty positive we ended up getting an appliance and some decorative items in our inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and check out what those gifts look like, and oh my freaking goodness gracious, we ended up getting a royal crab tree tea set, the food annihilator, which is obviously a microwave, the caffeinator, and then a wedding pillar with floral basket, and the in full bloom centerpiece, which we are just going to pretend was our bouquet, and instead of throwing it, we just kept it because I think everybody is in a relationship except for Jade. So it really wouldn't be like that fair to her. Like, everybody's married, so it was kind of pointless to throw, but we'll go ahead and keep it. I did though want Ben and Marlowe to take a picture together because it is their wedding day. Ben is super duper tired. He just like went straight to sleep. I'm gonna actually have him go and wake up really quick so that we can grab a couple photos. And then Tina is inviting us to her birthday party, which is kind of bizarre because we invited her to her wedding. And it says, "Are you still down for the bachelorette party? You're a little late. You're a little late, Goma. You're a little late." It's the next morning, and it's also about 22 minutes into Marlowe's lesson plan when she is hit with a chance card. It says, "Alternative method." During class, Marlowe can see that the students are not wrapping their heads around a tough subject, causing them to grow frustrated. The standard method for teaching this subject seems to be ineffective, but Marlowe recalls reading about a controversial new teaching method that just might do the trick. Should she try it? We can try the controversial method. Marlowe will gain fame, but she will be demoted. Or we can continue with the accepted method, where her life will remain unchanged. Marlowe came into this industry to change people's lives, change the way students, learn, things like that. If this risks a demotion, she's gonna do it. She's gonna try something new. She's gonna break free of the chains, and she's gonna try the controversial method, even though this means she's gonna get demoted. I don't feel like this should be a demotion. I feel like this could either go left or right, and if it goes right, then you should be promoted, not demoted. But I guess, you know what? We got to take an L. So that's what she's going to do. It says Marlowe is now a 1-star celebrity. Apparently, we have also caught a last exception. And it says here, let me see, fired. Oh my God. Bad news. Marlowe was fired from her job at Knowledge Providers Association. Are you freaking kidding? I didn't think she'd be fired. I mean, oh, that sucks. Weren't we like oh my God. Well, she is feeling really passionate and she wants to woohoo somebody. So I'm thinking she wants to take her frustrations out on Ben, which is so typically Mar. I'm actually really shocked, like super duper shocked, but we did earn some fame, which is really odd. And her icon is still grayed out because she isn't supposed to be home yet. So Ben is currently working upstairs on the logic table, right? Okay, so we actually ended up hold on one moment. We ended up reaching the required amount of charisma for a promotion, and he's been doing amazing with his job. So obviously he hears a commotion going on downstairs, and I'm pretty positive nobody broke in through this big steel door. So he's gonna notice that Marlowe is home early from work. Well, because of this, I feel like he too would work from home because this is kind of a big deal. He knows how seriously, she is such a freaking mood. The girl came home and ate some leftover wedding cake to deal with her troubles. Like, this is how she deals with stuff. She doesn't get mad. She doesn't get angry. She doesn't slam things. She gets all hot and bothered, thinks about her boo-boo, and eats a little bit of wedding cake. I mean, she's a mood. She's a vibe. Anyway, Ben's gonna come downstairs. I want him to like talk to her a little bit, just about what had happened. So maybe we can go in with a deep conversation of sorts. Let me see if I can find one. I really wish there was a better way to navigate the socials, but we're gonna do that. And you know what? She's fine. She's okay with it. Like I said, this is why she does what she does. You know, she got fired. It sucks. Whatever. They weren't ready for a teacher like me Ben, you know what? There's plenty of things that I can do, plenty of lessons I can teach, and maybe it's just being a teacher wasn't the career path for me, but at least I could say I tried. And that is a really, really good way of looking at it. Ben is feeling very inspired by this optimism and also by the stench that is going on in the kitchen. I think we need to like throw some things away because like seriously, it is rancid up in here. This is also spoiled as well. Anyway, he has to work from home, so he does need to submit a municipal concept interview about utilities. It's been a while since he's worked from home anyway. He's been really enjoying going to the office. But Marlowe, on the other hand, something she didn't tell you guys, last night is she woke up not feeling so good, like feeling really bad actually. And it's not like Marlowe, she like never gets sick at all whatsoever ever. Is she wafting in the stench of rotten strawberries? So I mean, I don't really know what's going on with her. I hope she's okay. Maybe she had like some sort of like premonition about what was going to happen tomorrow, but because she is feeling quite flirtatious and really wants to woohoo, and we can kill so many moodlets with one interaction, or not moodlets, but whims, I'm going to have her go and woohoo with Ben just to take her mind off of the demotion, even though I think she does not need any help whatsoever. She's feeling really appreciative that he stood home from work today, just to kind of, comfort her and be that shoulder to lean on. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go and have them woohoo a little bit. Let's do it. Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Okay, so what do we need to do for the house? I think there is so much to be done here. I like the actual structure of the house for the most part. I think the biggest upgrade that we're going to be spending the simoleons on is definitely on the interior. Oh, also side note, I didn't get rid of any of the wedding stuff from yesterday, so I'm just going to go and delete that really quick. These like rug pieces from what is it called? Realm of Magic seriously came in handy. Like, I loved the way that looked. Ben decided to go over to Nox and Blossom's house just to get a few answers as to why Nox didn't show up last night, and this is what Blossom had to say. Apparently, Nox packed his bags before the wedding ceremony and decided to move and start life over in Brindleton Bay. He felt like it was the best for everybody involved, and because also he couldn't stand living next door to somebody he had deep-seated feelings about and watched their life unfold while he was quite literally here on the sidelines. Even though Blossom and Ben seem to be cracking jokes about it, Ben kind of is relieved in a sense, and I know that sounds really horrible, but he is, because it was kind of hard for him too. He's sitting here thinking about it, and even though he knows Blossom is really sad about Nox leaving, it might really genuinely be in the best interest for everybody around, especially like I said, for Ben. Anyways, while we're here, I guess we could go and complete some of the tasks that we have for the day, but it looks like they're kind of talking about it, and he's like wondering where in Brindleton Bay, and she's like, I'm not really sure. I think he ended up getting like a trailer off the grid for now, and he's gonna probably build on it as time goes on, because Nox doesn't really have like school behind him, you know what I mean? Like, he's just more of like a maker, like he crafts things, like he's a craftsman. So that's kind of how he lives his life, which would be really interesting to see what his home looks like over time. Anyways, I wanted him to interview about utilities really quick, even though it's kind of like an odd thing to do at the moment, but we're here, so we might as well kill a couple birds with one stone. So let me go and find that really quick. Let me see. Interview about utilities. Also, Ben hasn't been focusing on the integrity of the eco footprint. So that is another thing that we definitely need to work on. He needs to reach level 6 of the logic skills. So maybe we can come over here and play a little chess together and get that done. We're not too far off. And obviously, just because he isn't, like best friends with Nox anymore, he still really cares about Blossom, and in many ways Blossom looks to Ben as like a second son, a son she didn't have, and she knows a lot. She really does. She knows a lot about that relationship, and even though a part of her you would think a part of her would be kind of like upset with Ben, she's not, like it is what it is. You just sometimes these things happen, and you know, like Knox made his decision. He didn't want to sit and watch it, so he didn't have to. Ben's been pretty cordial about the whole thing, and as has Knox, and it's just, you know, it's just one of those things, just one of those things that I honestly don't really know what to say about. But I'm sure you guys might have some thoughts and opinions on why Knox decided to move, because still, like, a part of me is kind of like, that was extreme. Good morning, you guys. So right now, Marlowe is just cleaning up the lower level of the home, getting ready for the big renovation. She's gone ahead and packed a lot of like the little miscellaneous items in storage boxes just to keep everything neat and tidy. Also, side note, Ben spent the majority of the night with Blossom, and I think we were also experiencing some aurora borealises, but it was just like white glow. It wasn't like super beautiful or anything that I felt like I wanted to share with you guys. Anyway, with that said, we actually met all of our requirements to receive a promotion. Just as I was about to tell you about Ben's big promotion, Blossom calls. Hey Marlowe, want to do something today? Marlowe is pretty busy organizing the house, getting ready for the renovators, but also she is feeling a little bored, stuck at home after getting fired, you know, big moves. Anyway, I think we would like to do something today. We have a couple different options. We can go hiking, we can go see a movie, we can go to the nail salon, bowling, grab something to eat. Blossom is a huge hiker. Marlowe also would like to get a little more exercise, so I think hiking is definitely the vibe. So I guess Blossom's gonna get ready and we'll see her in about an hour. Anyway, going back to Ben, as I was trying to tell you guys earlier, we are now a level 7 in the civic planning career. Benjamin has been promoted. He will now make an additional $33 an hour for a grand total of $145 an hour. He has also received the following bonus of 1,200 simoleons and a solar panel for the ground. His next shift is on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mara is just about to head out on her hike, but she did want to grab a little bit of brunch first. I'm super excited for the renovation because finally the bottom stairs is going to look so freaking different. Also, I am thinking about removing the ladder. I am not a huge fan of it whatsoever. I feel like whenever my Sims go up and down, they're really slow at it, and it can definitely get like super duper annoying. Jade is also calling it. She would like to hang out. I do believe we should be going out on that hike here, like literally any freaking minute. Okay, hold on. There she goes. All right, so we're gonna go hiking in the grotto. That's actually really cool, and I love how she gets in her little like, you know, what is it called, athleisure wear. So Ben, on the other hand, is still sleeping. It is a whole 1 o'clock. He was up so late last night. But some of the new tasks that we need to complete are level 7 of the logic skill, level 5 of the charisma skill. We need to check the community board and submit a municipal concept. So anyways, you guys, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I feel like it was quite eventful. Like, we did a bunch of different things, and I'm also really excited for the next episode because we're going to have a brand new house. Well, I mean, we're going to kind of have a brand new house. It's going to feel like a brand new house. And I don't know why Marlowe returned from the hike so soon, but I'll definitely send her back out so that she can get some of the perks from that. So with that said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
In the crowd.